Words to live by. This sounds so simple and so basic, but it's just do it. Everything is stopping you, but it's all in your head. You just have to fight through the thoughts and just do it. And that's a tough one because it's always changing, but I don't know the particular order. I always switch it up, but it's definitely DMX, the Locks as a whole group. I consider them one artist. So DMX, the Locks, you got Lil Wayne in there, you definitely got Eminem in there, and it's between the fifth spot is between Drake or Kodak Black. Man, three things. I try to live every moment of my life like in a meditative state. So constantly practicing meditation through every second of my life. That's my biggest goal. It's hard to do. I'll probably never get there, but trying and practicing just strengthens that discipline and that muscle. Two other things, I say gratitude. Every morning I wake up and I'm just glad I actually woke up and I got to experience another day. I'm healthy, my family's healthy, we're alive. Life is the most valuable thing, so gratitude definitely. And I guess the third one got to be food. Food is my life. I love food. Food is everything. Lately I've been doing OMAD, which is one meal a day. So when I have that one meal, I enjoy the shit out of it because I've been starving all day. And it's more like feeding my body for what I needed, not just eating 3 meals a day because that's the American diet. Best restaurant I reviewed. The first one that comes to mind, I recently went to Kanopi. Kanopi, the restaurant. It's inside of the Opus Hotel in White Plains, New York. And it's like a 13-course meal. You sit in the kitchen and they bring you the food with the drink pairing for every dish. And they explain where it's from, what it is, how it's prepared, and how the drink pairs to the food. So that was like an experience. It was like a 3 to 4 hour experience. So that's definitely it for now. Thailand, 100% Thailand. I went, I think it's been 2 years. It was a 19-hour flight. I had to connect in Turkey. I flew Turkish Airlines, great airline, good food, nice staff. And Thailand it's expensive to get there. It's about $1,500 round trip, but everything there is cheap. From food, stay, tuk-tuk is the little taxis it's like a motorcycle with a little wagon in the back. Those are cheap. They got their own form of Uber. I think it's called Grab, the one that they use. Everything's cheap. The food's incredible, but the people are the most important thing. It opened my mind to there's actually a place where there's nice people. Being from New York, everybody's in a rush. Everybody's kind of a jerk. Everybody's kind of rude. Everybody's kind of cold to each other. Even though New York has a deep love, but the hate is strong here. You can feel it. You can sense it. Over there is straight love. There's no honking horns. People don't yell at each other. Nobody raises their voice. Everybody just accepts one another, and everybody just loves one another. It's like a human thing over there. So definitely Thailand. Besides Cash Targenesis, let me think. I go by the long, deep conversations. So the most recent one that I could think of, man, I forgot her first name. Her last name is Jiminez. She's an actress from Days of Our Lives. She lives in California. She works in Hollywood. She's an active actress on Days of Our Lives, but her family's over here, so she came to visit, and I'm cool with her mom. So her mom set up the podcast conversation, and it was about 2 hours and 40 minutes, and it was just insane. She went from the struggles between growing up. Her and her mom were like homeless, and her mom just doing everything she can to give her daughter the best life, all the way to trying out for the role that she has now and not getting it, and then like 10 years later finally getting it. Ups and downs, domestic abuse. She opened up about everything. So like the depth that she went into and what she overcame was probably one of the best stories I heard. I stay consistent because of my mindset. It has to happen here first. Nothing in the world can motivate you that much, but you can definitely change your mind to work towards what you want done. So when it comes to consistency, that's the easiest way for growth. So if you find something you love, the consistency is nothing. It's easy for me to be consistent with food and podcasting because I enjoy both. The podcast, I gave myself 1 day a week. I figured 1 day a week is enough. I could do 5 episodes a week. I could do one a month, but I figured one a week is good. Every Wednesday, 6 p.m. And that consistency is easy. I got 7 days to prepare for the next week. So I promote for 7 days the podcast that airs, and then I have 7 days to prepare for the next podcast that airs the following week. So I give myself enough time, but the consistency part is important because you don't want people to forget about you. And when people know that you're dropping at the same time every week, it just grows and the expectancy builds that trust. So I'm building myself as a trusted brand. So the trusted brand is the most important thing. The consistency is the ladder to get there. Like for work?
Yeah.
I was a correction officer in New York State for 8.5 years. I worked up in downstate. That's the name of the facility. It was in a town called Fishkill. They recently closed after I left. But that's what I was doing. And then one day I just woke up and realized that time is the most valuable thing we have. To throw my time away in prison for a paycheck wasn't smart. So I just found my way out, and now I'm doing what I love every day. I'm filming and I'm editing, I'm podcasting, I'm doing food reviews, and I'm just building my YouTube channel. So it was New York State Corrections, correction officer, sick fuck shit. Man, definitely between my mom and my daughter, because I hold them in the same spot because I don't want them to think bad of me. So I always try to do my best and show them that I'm doing my best. My mom, I want her to be proud of me, and my daughter, I want her to see me as an example. So those two, I'd say, are the... If I didn't have them, I'd probably be more reckless. But knowing they can possibly watch me, I try to keep things clean. But I like that. I kind of needed that. Because I'd be too wild without some type of control. So definitely a mom and daughter. Biggest setback. You know, for some reason, I can't think of a setback. Maybe it's because I don't dwell on it. Because everybody has setbacks. There's always something that pushes you back. But I guess because I live in the current moment and I just take the past as a learning lesson. So I guess I don't really think of anything like a loss or a setback. It's all just created who I am today. And that's kind of like what I was saying, where our brain is just a memory card. So there's things that I just maybe don't focus on that has happened and has set me back, but I don't dwell on it. The same with the future. I don't focus too much on the future because it's uncontrollable. We don't know what's coming. We can prepare ourselves as much for the future to come, but we can't really control the future. So the same thing with the past. I can't really think of any setbacks. You know, because sometimes I think of, like, I wish I would have never wasted 8.5 years in prison because I worked holidays, I worked weekends, I missed all the family events, I missed a lot of time with family, but it's like, what's the point of regretting it? Me going through that helped me realize how important it is and how important time and family is, so now I'm actually actively doing it. So maybe I've had to have setbacks, but I can't really think about it because I don't dwell on it. 100%. And the reason I say 100% is because at heart, I'm just an artist. I started podcasting because I had cameras and microphones, and I love talking. I started food reviews because I love food, but I also just had cameras and microphones. The cameras and the microphones are the artist in me because I always like creating. So music is part of that creation. It's just right now I'm not focused on it the way I am with the food influencing and the podcasting. But with the music, it kind of comes in and out in a sense where it's when something inspires me. Like, I'm not the type to sit down and write a project or write a verse out of nowhere, write a song. It's when I have an idea that I work towards it. Then maybe I'll try to find the beat. And if I find the beat that goes with the whole feeling, then I'll just go with it. And of course, I love doing videos, so I'll do a video for it too. So I don't know when. I got a bunch of songs written out that I do want to produce and put out there one day. But when the motivation comes, that's when I jump right in. But it's more like at the bottom of my priority list. Right now it's food and the podcasting, but it's definitely top 10, so you'll definitely be hearing something and seeing something soon. So like I said, every Wednesday, 6 p.m., my podcast comes out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many other platforms like Amazon and other stuff that people barely use that much. iHeartRadio, I think, and stuff like that. My food reviews and my events I've been doing consistently every week. Not a specific day that I drop, because sometimes I drop 1 a week, 2 a week, 3 a week. It depends how busy my week is. So my YouTube is Franjez, Franjez. You can find me anywhere on any platform as Franjez. I care a lot about mindset and helping people get out of this this cycle of just rumination, thinking about the bad things, something that is either missing, something you want, or it's just all in your head. I would love to help people realize that we have 3 bodies: the mental body, the physical body, and the spiritual body. The spiritual body is the awareness. That's what notices what's going on. The brain is just like a memory card. The brain is an accumulation of everything we've ever experienced in our entire lives through our 5 senses. So it's hard to just change the brain. It's just a memory card. But us being the awareness, we can be aware of what's going on and why we react to certain things. Because what we've been through causes our reaction now. So it's just realizing the difference that you are not your brain. Your brain is just a memory card. You are the awareness of the memory. And that's pretty much it. We're at the Yonkers studio, right here in Yonkers, Palmer Road. I produce podcasts, 6 microphones, 3 cameras, soundproofing. We got the good lighting. I do all the editing. I do all the production. You just have to come, sit down, and I got you. Come through.
Awesome, man.